I mean, I've had plenty of experience with it, and that'll be the subject of a different conversation at another time. But I've also read a number of very serious testimonies, and I've spoken with dozens of lawyers, and it's basically the same thing, and it's the same people. It's the Nailons, the Gordon Coopers. Nick Curran features quite frequently. Gordon Cooper again tried to pretend to you that he was an employee of the board when he was basically Howard Bowles' personal henchman.
And not appointed correctly.
He was never appointed.
And he's writing to me letters telling me what's what.
Exactly, because Howard Bowles there tries to control everything and pretend like he can have these delegations made and people appointed, for which, again, there's evidence that he approves the money that Nick Curran and other people...
So he approves the $3.2 billion fund?
Well, he approves expenses out of it, yes.
Expenses out of it, yes.
Yes, and there is no oversight to any of that. What the external managers effectively do is they come in, they get appointed, and they can charge whatever they want. The authorization, even if it is legitimate, says that one person personally is appointed at this rate. They then bring an army with them, and everybody gets paid. They don't do any of the work for which they're purportedly appointed. No client has ever benefited from the Victorian Legal Services Board's intervention. In fact, they purposely make a point to sabotage the client's cases as well, because that's a way to get more complaints generated against the lawyers, against whom they desperately need to manufacture complaints. And then effectively all that work and effort of weaponizing the regulatory functions through the use of these contractors is then built out of the public purpose fund without anyone actually checking anything. And to top it all off, after the public purpose fund pays them through Bowles' authorization, they then send you a letter that they will seek reimbursement from you.
Personally.
And you never had the right to tax his bills, Nick Curran's, and you never, he was basically contemptuous of you in the communication.
That's correct. Every time I raised issues with him about what he was doing and what he wasn't doing, it just was contemptuous. I'm the manager, I've got ultimate power over you, you're nothing.
And then they made you sign this undertaking that while he was the manager, you wouldn't challenge any of his decisions. So after that, he had free reins. So this is, I mean, it's astonishing that it's happening so plainly. And I think the worst aspect of all of this is that almost everybody in the profession has some idea that this is happening.
Yeah.
But nobody does anything about it. And
one barrister told me 2 years ago that this is done on purpose by the legal board because they don't want small single practitioners out there. It's too onerous for them to check on their trust accounts. They just want it limited that large firms can charge and they only have one trust account that they need to audit, i.e. driving the legal market and profession to fewer and fewer practitioners, therefore upping the price for the public, as long as they still keep getting their money in for their fund. And with me and with others, they've destroyed their business so that even if they are successful at the end of recovering their practicing certificate, there's nothing for them to go back to. They're heartbroken. I'm not at the age where I can start 21 years back and start again like that, Shivesh. They know that.
And not just that, now you will have a number of people in your area who have been let down after your firm was engaged.
So the goodwill is gone, and the whisper campaign, which has gone out there, is like I'm a bad apple, because the phones weren't answered either. The messages were like hundreds of messages. He just left the phone and just let it ring.
Nick Curran.
Yeah, Nick Curran. He didn't answer emails, didn't let anything.
And you made complaints about him to the commission.
They don't care. I'm a nobody.
Well,
I'm a nobody in our legal system. Just cop it and disappear.
okay. Well, sooner or later they'll need to answer for what they're doing if enough people confront them, and that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get everybody who's experienced these issues with the commissioner to come out and be counted, because this is not just about you.
No.
Corruption harms everybody.
Yeah.
These people, all the people that allow them to continue with what they're doing, then have a right to demand that they look the other way when those people break the laws. So the way corruption works is that it breeds more corruption, and it affects everybody ultimately. So
That's right.
in a state that's cutting, numerous jobs from public services,
Yeah.
you have in the suppression proceeding where they tried to stop us from revealing the information, just over 2 months, they had 2 King's Counsel, 2 junior barristers, an army of solicitors, and they've spent close to $500,000 on that matter in just 2 months. And at the same time, the government is cutting a number of jobs, and the state is going bankrupt.
Yeah.
So all of this money that they've been left with is money that should go to legal community centres, should help people, and
Legal education. Judges also, studies.
yeah, but
It's spent on legal fees generally, and on certain people that they've targeted individuals.
and it's a very corrupt model, because it's hard to see how there would not be kickbacks because of the fast and loose way in which the appointments take place. And I mean, these people, the sort of things that they do, it's not like kickbacks are beneath them. So thank you for doing this, Thomas, and hopefully others will follow.
Yeah, thank you for your time, Shivesh, and I hope others come out as well. Good night.